Day 146, the privy is filled with spiders today. Oh, you got little chunky monkeys all over the place. Oh, little fat girl there, little boy there. Oh, you got eaten. Little big boy there. Black widow webs all over the place. There's definitely a black widow living in the corner here. I was just sitting here watching them crawl around. But yeah, there is at least 2 or 3 black widows living in here by webs. It's gonna be hard for you to get around. Oh, them stupid webs. Everybody's trying to eat the spiders too. Spider on spider crime. Oh, thought I just saw a light. Nope, just me. Okay. Let's go start our day. Spider fight. It's 2 harvestmen. And we're off. All sorts of people wait. We got fire up there. You see his pink shorts glowing. 12 behind me. There's somebody up with a green light as well. But I don't know what happened to them. It looked as though they were awake and doing things at the picnic table. And then just nothing. The picnic table is strewn with shit. Almost like somebody just showed up. Alright, we're going to try to do decent miles today. High teens at least. Or probably at most. Let's be realistic. Let's get back in shape. Gross ass muggy morning. The air has weight to it. My caveat is that fire is ahead of us somewhere. Every once in a while you can hear a hoot or a holler from him because he does just randomly make loud noises. But he's eating all the spider webs for me, so that's pretty nice. Thanks, fire. Did not realize I was going to go downhill so much. Didn't really look at the map like that. When we woke up, we had water in 2 miles. And then there's water another 4 miles after that, so it's nice that we don't have to carry much. I'll carry a bit just in case the urge to second coffee strikes. It is a very spidery morning. Babies everywhere. You can tell by the tiny, tiny twinkles. We saw the tiniest baby snake yesterday. Couldn't have been more than like 5 inches long. Super duper skinny. He was adorbs. Everything's cute when it's in a baby form. Except humans. Some of them are kind of cute, but most of them aren't. Oh, that's some really mellow hiking. A little breeze going on. I'm really liking this. if I'm going the right way. It feels the right way. Alright, so since everything felt right, I decided to check my map. And yes, I was indeed going the wrong way. Not very far, not even 0.1. I was like, hold on, this feels good, because this is really nice ground. Yeah, I missed a turn up here. I overlooked it because it was actually through the campsite. Oh, nope, that's not it either, huh? Alright, check the maps again. This is what we overlooked. There's a stairway all the way over here. Oh, yes. I can see how we would overlook this. Almost on purpose. I love stairs. Stairs, stairs, stairs. Oh, somebody built an effigy. Nothing like a good steep climb on a hot, muggy morning. Yeah, that's a good rock. Trying to gather water, man, there were so many mosquitoes around it. Fortunate we're still at the point where they're just at the water. I'm hoping something changed this year because of the heat wave and blah blah blah. But yeah, we got these invasive species that come over, like that guy. And they always want to attack our trees and stuff. Why don't we have ones that come over and like eat our mosquitoes? We're like, oh no, they're decimating the mosquito population. Or ticks. We never have anything come in and eat the ticks. Invasive species always want to like eat my fruits. There are way less of these egg sacs, but still, you know, some on a tree here and there, a rock here and there. They're spreading like wildfire. just a tiniest of breezes. It changes everything. Oh, I hear your leaves moving. Yesterday a breeze came through and rustled the leaves, and I had to stop because I was like, I haven't heard that sound in a minute. The leaves have been pretty silent as of late. The next week calls for storms on and off. Some of the days it's supposed to be all day, blah, blah, blah. But hopefully there's some wind. Doesn't really cool things off. It's still going to be in the upper 80s for all that. But it'll be cool while it's raining on me. Maybe even enough for me to whine about. It is so humid I had to take my glasses off. They're just foggy. And then I noticed that there's a mist hanging out in the tops of the trees. Sat down on the hilltop there, was a little bald. Had myself a bowl of frosted shredded mini wheats. Thought about having a cup of coffee, but it's already pretty warm. I didn't feel like adding to the fire, adding the problem. Well, guess the bugs are prevalent around here again. They're all just up on this thing. Oh. There's no stopping them. Those are very solid planks. A lot of them bounce when you're walking over them. These ones did not give at all. I honestly don't understand the point of the planks here. If you look around at the terrain, this is the same terrain we've been walking through. It doesn't look like sometimes it's swampy or anything like that. Man, everything gets wet when it rains. But no, I'm not getting that at all. It's a lot of effort for no real reason. So far this shirt seems mosquito repellenty. I haven't been bitten yet. They seem, the ones I've seen, land on it and instantly fly away. And it has a hood. I just had to put that up because they're harassing my ears. It is just hard to ignore the noise, much less when they touch you. Just in your ear the whole time. And I got a kind of an afro problem going on right now, because normally I just snatch behind my head real quick and try to grab it. And if you do it enough times, you do come back with like a small fly or a mosquito in your hand. It's satisfying. But I quite often pull out some of my own hairs, because they're just all wild right now. Oh, what is this? Oh man, might as well peek in the box. Feel obligated to. Oh, I like water. And there is water. Well, that's pretty cool. Thank you. Somebody was here rather recently. That is not my phlegm. Although I guess in this environment it can stay moist forever. Never mind, disregard that. I was back to desert thinking. You spit a loogie on the ground in the desert, that thing is dry in like 10 minutes. Out here, it could be months. Dispensary delivery. Interesting. I don't like you put nails in the tree all tight like that. That's just rude. But I do like that they deliver weed to the chair for you. That's really convenient. First time I ever saw that was on the PCT near Big Bear Mountain. Portable G had an expired card from another state, and they don't really check that stuff because he just sent them a picture of it. And they delivered a buttload of weed to the trail, and with free stuff too, because if you buy enough, they give you free stuff. I was like, what? Shangri-La? Turns out Big Bear is not Shangri-La. But it is nice that you can get it legal all over the place and delivered to you someday by drone. Evidently somebody's dogs get out so much that they had to come screw a note to a tree. He screwed it too tightly on the tree. Look at that, there's just no give. These really short ones, you don't have to penetrate the bark. You just go into the bark, you don't need to go through it. Roofing nails just slightly tacked in. But anyway, their dogs tend to follow people if they're out, which is kind of cute, as long as you know where to drop them off at. I do remember a really big white dog followed me down a dirt road. I don't even know where I was. want to say Idaho. And it followed me way too long. I had to ask a car going in the other direction if they'd take it back. I'm like, hey, do you know this dog? He was a really big puppy. I didn't want him getting all lost and tired, eaten by coyotes. These things happen. Coyotes kill eat dogs. I found many a dog skeleton in the desert. Just feet and face left on it. That's what coyotes don't eat, feet and face. This is beautiful. Digging this. Green, but not too lush. Not so lush that it draws bugs. I mean, I'm still being mildly hounded by a mosquito or two, but that's tolerable. It's an impressive wall. Was this curved by like a mini glacier? I mean, I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't think it was tectonics pushing it up. I mean, that happens slowly but surely everywhere. Up and down slowly. But I don't think that's what did this. This appears, and I can't tell you why, as though it was carved through. I've been looking for like evidence on the stones of like the scrape marks that you see. Striations and whatnot, they're left over from stone being slowly drug across stone. I can't see any here, but these rocks are old. Wobbler. Wobbler. How's my skinny ass move a stone that big? No, we gotta climb up this little mess right here. So we decided we're gonna, well, I'm gonna have a safety meeting. She's gonna snack. I'm willing to bet I snack during it, but this is mostly about sitting on my duff. I can sit there. Yeah, we can sit next to each other. I'm taking my pack off. fire must have found somebody to get high with. I could hear him from here. He's still far away. He might very well pack up and leave before I get there. I hear him. Oh, there's a road down there. He's talking to some tourists or something, some day hikers or something. Look, they got a menu going on. Oh, this is great. Okay, so they've been feeding me. I've already eaten 3 pancakes. They have real maple syrup, which 12 is really excited about. I don't use much syrup. It's just liquid sugar. I use a little bit glaze my pancakes, but they're blueberry pancakes too. And now they're making me a cheeseburger. These guys are great. I did not expect this at all. This is why I heard fire hooting and hollering. When I got down here, they were talking about they heard all this hooting and hollering coming from the woods, and they expected a gaggle of people to come out, and it was just fire. Just fire being loud. They're like, we swear it was a mile away. It was like 20 minutes before he came down the mountain. Yep, and then you're not even... Ooh, that was great. Those guys totally filled us up. Sodas and food and all that stuff. Made it hard to leave. Now I want to take a nap. It's still early in the day, but we haven't got many miles in. I feel a need to like push a little bit, try to get my stamina back. But oh, I want to slack, because I do like slacking.
We're going to cross that way, which I think is cool.
Whoa, whoa. Nice try, gravity. Oh, delicious wind. Oh, it's not lasting though. Get on this rock right here. Oh, that's good stuff. My pants are wet all the way down past my knees. It's disgusting. Doing well. How you doing today, man? Yeah. jumped off the trail for a minute. I'm being lazy. There's a 600-foot climb over a mile and then down to the water. Or you can just go around it on this little hill and get to the water the same way. Or get to the same water. Well, now that I know I'm not allowed to go to Island Pond, I really want to go to Island Pond. I don't know what it is. Welcome to Island Pond. Only if you have a permit. Oh, it turns out that is my entrance. Gonna leave the pack sitting there on the trail. I'm curious what this is. Man, it's just right there. At least I'm going to the parking lot for it. Just curious if there's some sort of cool island or something I can see. I don't see anything that looks islandy. Swimming not permitted. Why would it not be permitted? It's water. You can go kayaking in it. So right there. What if I fell out of my kayak? What is swimming? Now, if I'm just standing in the water up to my nipples, am I swimming? Or am I just standing in the water? That's not swimming. Swimming is an action. Floating is not swimming. I have garbage cans here, but I don't have enough garbage to be willing to make this trip a second time. I'm going to go back to my bag, sit in the shade, have a safety meeting, wait for 12 to catch up. Well, this is an interesting water source. Look at that craftsmanship. Guess we got to go down there to get the water. Maybe for grading different kinds of soil. You got bigger holes down to smaller holes. Oh, that breeze coming off the lake is nice. All these grasses growing here. Look at how lush this is. It's pretty well manicured. Even though we're not allowed to swim here. There are plenty of signs telling us you can look at the water, but don't touch it. Big old rocks.
I'll go all the way.
We have found the lemon squeezer. It's a 12 squeezer.
Hold on.
Hold up. Her wide ribs are really slowing her down.
Are you filming this?
Yes.
Can you not?
that's nice. She must be like 80 something years old out here hiking, and she offered me cookies. I turned them down because they're in her backpack, and I don't want her to stop and take her backpack off. Oh yes, I do want cookies. You know, I know she brings them out here for people because she's like, no, you know, I got an extra bag of them, but I didn't want her to take off her backpack. I know the hardest thing you do all day on a hike is put that backpack back on. Huh, nice little downhill sidewalk. Nuts. Yeah, I'm a great hunter. I stalked you through the woods. You're like, how did he do it? How did he know where it was? I blend so well. Oh, that's my first sea foam blaze. I haven't seen that color since like the 70s. Oh, that's a lot of information. Yeah, I'm just gonna wing it. I don't get why they jackhammered this chunk out. Like I could have made anything all that harder to get through here. Like, oh no. Piece of rock was in my way. Seems a weird thing to do, bring a jackhammer all the way out here for that. What's the lightest jackhammer there is? Is there a UL version? Little baby. Leave me alone, mosquito. That is a lot of stacked rocks. What's that all about? That was something there. Seems random for a huge pile of rocks. There's one of them old CCC shelters, but way back in the day. Dual fireplaces going on. Because we're tired, we opted to take a blue blaze that leads down to the lake. And we're going to see if we can find some spots on the lake. There's a campground symbol in a dotted line leading out by it. So we're hoping we luck out. But if not, we've got water if the lake is accessible. And it'd be nice to find a place to camp. We did not do big miles today. I think in all, in the end, we're going to be at like 16, maybe 17 if we don't find a campsite. Well, maybe more. But we're both kind of wiped out from that. That was kind of a rough day physically. I do not feel in shape. Okay, I see picnic tables over there. I see a big blue tent up on the hill. A really big blue tent. Gotta be like one of those 8-man, 10-man tents. Water's not real accessible from here, but where the picnic tables are, it looked much easier. So we'll walk in there under the pretense of needing water and scope the scene out. So we were able to procure ourselves a really nice spot. You can see the road over there. Intense. See the guy on the bicycle? So we're that far from the road, but we got a little lake between us and it. We got our own little area. I'm hoping I can fit between that tree and that tree. Excuse me, but they might be just a little too far apart. But I think they'll be perfect. A really nice spot. The water's decently warm, so after I get my tarp set up, we're going to go wash ourselves up. Take a little bath in the water. All in all, good day. Really got to work on my stamina, though. I feel plumb tuckered, and this is 15, maybe 16 miles in. It is what it is. So this is our island. There's frogs singing out there right now. They'll more likely be serenading us as we sleep. There's Camp Crawler right there, totally invisible from the road. Nobody even knows we're there. 12 is strategically hidden behind this tree. You can't tell.